Alrighty, got an SKS rifle here. This is a Chinese variant. You can see there from the markings. Wood stock, 10 round box magazine. Loads from the top via stripper clip. Fires a 7.62 by 39 rounds, same round as I shoot my AK. It's got a very interesting safety on it. Down is fire, up is safe. These rifles were imported into the United States at one time and could be acquired relatively cheaply. Now we're talking 20, 25 years ago. You could pick one of these up for about $79. Gave you a high capacity 10 round rifle. This one has the bayonet lug, although it's missing the bayonet. When I say high capacity, I'm talking relative. At the time, we were under the Clinton gun ban. It was hard to acquire 20 and 30 round magazines for ARs and for AK-47s, as well as handguns. Well, this rifle has proven itself useful in a couple of areas. Number one, it was inexpensive. It fired a round that was ballistically very close to the 30-30, which is a common hunting round in the U.S. Operated semi-automatic, means you pull the trigger, rifle fires, pull the trigger again, it fires again. So you didn't have to work a bolt or a lever. You could keep your focus on the sights. And these became very popular in places that people needed a working rifle, not a showpiece. And particularly out west, a lot of people favored these because it was an effective cartridge that they could kill wolves, coyotes, and other predators that were eating up their cattle. You know, for a little over $100, you could buy the rifle, you could buy a good supply of ammunition. Today, in 2021, where would this rifle be useful? The prices on them have gone up. They'll run you a couple $100, probably $3 to $4. You could probably get into a used one in a little rougher shape, a little less. These lend themselves to customization now. You can get aftermarket stocks. You can get the duckbill magazines that will hold a lot more rounds, up to 40 is what I've seen. And they perfected the design to make these magazines more reliable than they used to be. But in its current configuration, this would be a useful rifle for someone who needs to do predator control, somebody that needs a robust rifle, and in places where owning a larger capacity magazine, like a 20, 30, 40 round magazine, is more highly regulated or restricted. With the price of other rifles going up proportionately, This is still a fairly, I wouldn't say inexpensive, but a budget-conscious rifle that you can get. Between it, the AR, and the AK, I found the SKS to be as good, if not more accurate. A friend of mine's SKS, we tested it against my AR, his AR, and my AK-47, which shoots very well for an AK-47. His SKS was simply the most accurate of the three types, including an AR that I had done work on to make it more accurate. So this is still a viable option. It's a hardy, robust rifle. It's one that could be used as a rancher or farmer's gun for pest control. It's a legal deer rifle in Florida. If you put a block that brings the capacity of the magazine to 5 rounds. I like the traditional stock. These are just a great little rifle for a lot of uses. You've got 10 rounds in it, so yes, it's a viable defensive option. The recoil is mild, so younger and smaller stature shooters can shoot it effectively. In a lot of cases, this makes a very good option for people. Later on.